Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we are checking out the Toumei C900. It is a super portable smart DLP mini projector with Bluetooth connectivity, Wi-Fi connectivity, Miracast, AirPlay, and it is equipped with the Android 9 operating system. It is available on the Toumei website and it is also available on Amazon, but it goes by the name of Missyee Mini DLP Projector. Same exact product. Missyee is just a sub-brand of Toumei. So taking a closer look, it is a tiny projector compared to the traditional projectors that I am familiar with and have done reviews on, and in a completely different form factor. It even has a built-in 5200 milliamp 3.7 volt battery, which makes it super portable and keeps it running for hours without the need to be plugged into an outlet. But plug it in and run it with the provided 12 volt power supply with the barrel style connector, and at the same time charge up the built-in battery. So if you have one of these, a 12 volt cigarette lighter cable with the same polarity barrel style connector, you could be charging it up while you are on the road. So it weighs in at 529 grams and it measures in at 3 inch by 3 inch by 5.5 inches. On the top is the control panel with the physical navigational buttons, and in the front is the dust-proof optical glass panel, which houses an infrared sensor for the remote control and the 150 ANSI lumens lens rated for 30,000 hours. On the right side of the device is the manual focus dial, and in the rear is the on and off sliding switch, the USB input port for USB thumb drives, memory sticks, or a computer mouse. Yes, you can use a computer mouse for navigation as well. We have the 3.5 millimeter audio output port for headphones or external speakers, the 12 volt DC input port, and HDMI input port, and the input and the output grills for the built-in fan. On the bottom is the 1/4 inch screw hole to mount it to a tripod. You can use the provided tripod or supply your own. It has ventilation grills in the form of holes on all 4 sides, and it has 2 built-in 5-watt speakers for sound quality that is good enough to not need any external add-on speakers. And it also works as a Bluetooth speaker. A perfectly symmetrical preferred aspect ratio image, whether it is 16 by 9 or 4 by 3, is projected upwards at an angle where the bottom of the projected image is in line with the height of the lens without any keystone correction, so you don't have to place the projector too high. Perfect for tabletop placements. It will project an 80-inch image at about 8 feet away from the screen, a 100-inch image at about 10 feet away, and a 150-inch image at about 15 feet away from the screen. It has a native resolution of 854 by 480 pixels. Once powered up, it'll go into the main page. Here you have the date, the time, battery status, Wi-Fi, and the Bluetooth status. We have shortcuts to Miracast for Android devices and the eShares AirPlay for AirPlay devices. We have the settings. In the settings, there are the network settings. You can connect to your home Wi-Fi or available Wi-Fi connections. Once it has internet service, you can create a Wi-Fi hotspot. You can use it as a Bluetooth device. And we have the Miracast settings. We have the graphics settings to change the preset brightness levels. We have the keystone adjustments Now the keystone adjustments can be set to manual or to auto, where it will auto detect the angle of its position and make the necessary keystone adjustments automatically. The trapezoid corrections is where you can make negative corrections, meaning you can make the larger side smaller, but not the smaller side larger. Select the projection angle to front, rear, ceiling front, and ceiling rear. Change the zoom ratio. Global scale equally shrinks the screen. Vertical scale shrinks the vertical size. And the horizontal scale shrinks the horizontal size. Or you can reset back to 0. You can set the video graphic mode from cool mode, warm mode, or set your own custom mode. We have the sound settings. You can set the key tone to on or off. Set the sound effect to standard or vivid. And boot the sound. In the system settings, you can switch to HDMI. Check the device info. Update the system. Restore to factory defaults. And you can set the fan speed. In the general settings, you can select the language. Choose the keyboard. Select the wallpaper for the main page. Make changes to apps. And select the time zone. Download the apps from the App Store. Go to YouTube from the YouTube shortcut. Go to Netflix from its own shortcut. Go into File Explorer. It has a built-in 32 GB of storage, and you can manage them here. Your USB drive will also show up here. On the bottom are the downloaded apps and the user manual, HDMI selection, local disk media files, direct access to the USB drive files, and the Google Play Store. Remember, this device has the Android 9 operating system, so this is a computer in itself. And you can download apps like Google and Chrome to surf the internet using either the control panel, the remote controller, which has a cursor mouse option, and an actual mouse plugged into the USB port. So here it is at 8 feet away from the screen for an 80-inch screen size. And here it is at 100 feet away for a 100-inch screen size. And here it is at 15 feet away from the screen for a 150-inch screen size. So basically it is a 10-inch screen size increments per every foot. And here it is outside to project it to the garage door. On the side of a trailer. On the side of the house. And next to the pool. So as you can see, it is highly portable and no power cables are needed because of the built-in battery. And that is one of the coolest features of this device. The built-in battery is good for about 2 to 3 hours, depending on the brightness and the volume level. But it has a 12 volt input, so you can use a 12 volt power source like one of these emergency car starter battery pack with a cigarette lighter connector, or you can even use a 3S LiPo with the appropriate connector for longer watch time without being plugged into a wall outlet. So don't throw away your used old 3S batteries. And one of my favorite use of this device is that you can use it as a standalone Bluetooth speaker. The sound quality is much better than my Jambox or even my Raven Bluetooth speaker, so it now has become my favorite portable music source as well. It is super easy to set up. Simply short press the power button on the remote and select Bluetooth. The display will turn itself off and it will become a standalone Bluetooth speaker.
Switch into Bluetooth speaker mode.
So there you have it, guys, the Toumei C900 or the Missyee DLP mini projector. It has become one of my favorite devices that I didn't know I needed, and now I can't stay away from it. So check it out for yourself. The purchase link is down below. So that'll do it then for this video of the Toumei C900. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.